Hi, badass nerds and such. I'm not gonna explain this. I'm just not. So, sorry. You can take guesses. It's just what it is. So, I got a request for me to do a effed up story. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't done one in a while anyway, so here goes. This story I'm calling The Invisible Man, and I was with my two friends. Let's call them Vernon and Manuel. Vernon and let's call them Vernon and Manuel. They are females, so don't let that trick your brain. Anyway, so I was with my friend Vernon and Manuel. That's gonna be really hard to say the whole time. Okay, I was with my friends Vernon and Manuel. So, we were going to go get weed from Vernon's cousin, and he sold us a bunch of weed, and it was very potent. On the way home, we smoked some of the weed, not all of it. We smoked all of it. We'd be in a catatonic state, and because it was really, really strong. So, we smoked this weed, and we're on our way back to my house. I don't know why we're going back to my house. We just were. So, we are so very high. I can't express to you enough how high we were. Because it explains the story so much better. So I can't express enough how high we were. We were so fucking high. So we get to the front of my house. No. Okay, backtrack. We're headed up the block to my house, and Vernon just stops in the middle of the road. It's not a main road, so, which is good, because we would have fucking died. But, so in my little neighborhood, she just stops in the middle of the road as she's, about to turn onto the road that leads to the other road that leads to the front of my house. Anyway, so, and me and Manuel are like, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you stop? And, back then anyway, when I was high, I was very, very paranoid. And apparently the weed that we smoked just made everyone paranoid, because this is what happened. So, she stops in the middle of the road, and we're like, fuck are you doing? And she's looking straight in front of her, where the back of my house would be, or where my backyard would be, but in the road. So, right next to my backyard, right in the road. She's like, you don't see that guy right there, right in the back of your house? And I'm like, no. And I think I was in the back seat, and Manuel was in the front seat. And we're both looking, and we're like, no, there's no one there. And we're looking as hard as we can, trying to, see what she sees. So we're just that's gonna help us see better. But anyway, so she's just like, there's a dude right there in the back of your house. And we're like, no, there's not. What the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, yes, there is. Yes, there is. I can see him. It's just like a dark figure. And it, mind you, okay, so it was dark out. I did not say that before. So it was dark out, but we would have been able to see whatever she was seeing, because I have 20/20 vision, and Vernon wears glasses, or used to wear glasses and contacts and stuff, so she had worse vision than me. So the fact that I couldn't see anything there, that means there was nothing there. So we're just like, dude, drive. And she's like, but the thing, it's not even moving, it's just standing there. And we're like, just fucking drive. Just drive. And so finally we get her to drive. She turns onto the road, turns onto the other road, and then we're in front of my house. And so we're sitting there, and like, me and Manuel are convinced that Vernon saw a ghost or an apparition or some shit like that. So we're all freaking out. We have all the doors locked, and we're all just freaking out like a bunch of teenagers, which we were. We were 17. We were all just like... So here's the thing about my parents' shitty house. During the winter, we could not go into the front door. Reason is, it was broken, and so it didn't like close all the way, and my parents had to like make sure it was always locked. So we couldn't go through the front door during the winter. So we knew that we were gonna have to go run to my backyard where Vernon saw this thing, or whatever it was that she saw. To this day, we don't know. So we know we're gonna have to run into my backyard to my back door to get into my house. So we're just freaking out, and we're like trying to amp ourselves up so that we can run as fast as we can, like to the back door and get in the house as fast as we can before we get murdered by the fucking boogeyman or whatever Vernon saw in the road. So we're amping ourselves up, freaking out. Finally, we unlock the doors and we just bolt to the back of my house, and we run inside like we're all like trying to like push each other back, because we were all like just high as fuck. For one, you have to understand how high we were. And so we're just like clawing at each other, like trying to get there first, like assholes. So we get into my house, we take off our shoes, run to my room. So my room has no lock on it. Reason is, there wasn't even a door handle on it. My brother ripped it off one night when he was mad. So there's no door handle on my door, so there's just this round opening that you can see through, and my door didn't close all the way. Like it was just not, it wasn't even like a door. It was barely a door. So we run to my room, like trying not to make eye contact with anyone in the house because we were so high. And of course, you know, when you're high, if you make eye contact with somebody, like, all life ends and you're caught automatically. So we get to my room. I have a queen size bed, or I had a queen size bed when I was growing up. I don't really know why it barely fit in the room. Anyway, so I had a queen size bed growing up. So here is what we did. We run to my room after taking our shoes off, and we closed the door, even though like it doesn't say shut and it doesn't do anything that a door is supposed to do. And we all just get under, like, we get in my bed under the covers with, like, fully clothed. Like, I think we still had, like, our hoodies on and all that shit. Just, like, and, like, weird, like, sketch balls. There we go, that's the word. Total sketch balls. So we're laying there, like, the three of us, staring up at the ceiling underneath this blanket. And I am the biggest paranoid person when I'm high. Like, I'm the most paranoid when I'm high. So I, like, kind of look, after about 5 minutes of us just laying there staring at the ceiling, like, under the covers, I look, like, at my two friends, and I look at, like, this situation, and I'm like, you guys, if anyone came in here right now, this would look really, really weird. And that just made, apparently that was the funniest thing they had ever heard. And when they left, like, I left. So we're all just laughing at the top of our lungs, just, like, cackling. That is what Vernon would, how I would describe Vernon and my laugh, is cackling. Manuel she was laughing really hard, but she doesn't cackle like we do. And so I start drinking water, and somebody, like, just starts laughing again. I start drinking water because I have dry mouth. Someone just starts laughing again, which makes me laugh again, because I was just so fucking high. You need to know that I was really just high. So I start laughing again with the water in my mouth and spray it all across my bed, which in turn makes Vernon get up. And she's just cackling at the top of her lungs, and she's like, I can't hold it, I can't hold it. And we're like, what? And she had stood up at this point, and she just pisses all over her pants, and it's just dripping out of the bottom of her pant legs. And we're all just laughing still so hard. And as I'm laughing, I'm like, dude, did you just piss on my floor? And she's like, I told you I couldn't help it. I told you to stop. And so, like, I had to put Vernon's, like, pants and underwear in a bag for her to bring home to wash, and I had to give her shorts to wear. And mind you, she didn't have any underwear on, so they had to be, like, we were really close, so it wasn't like a big thing, but still, like, I had to find something that I knew that I wouldn't mind her wearing no underpants in. So we gave her, like, these crappy pair of neon orange shorts, and it was like the middle of winter, so, or it was, I don't don't know. It was cold enough for my front door to be locked. I can't tell you what season it was, but I know that it was cold outside. But I ended up giving her this pair of shitty neon orange shorts to go home in. She only lived like really just like 2 minutes away from me. So that is the story of the Invisible Man. It starts with drugs and visions, and it ends with my friend pissing herself all over my carpet. So there you go. There's your effed up story for the week or the month, whatever. I don't really do these on a basis. So anyway, like and subscribe if you want, and much love and peace out.